Alright traders, a very warm welcome to you all. So in this video we'll be talking about the psychological aspect of trading and more importantly the power of round numbers in the field of trading. See, before I get into this concept, I want to give you a background of what we are actually discussing today. Psychology and emotions is something we often overlook in this trading environment. So I'm assuming most of the people who are watching this video are established traders or people who want to get started or polish their skills in the field of trading. What we do is we learn tons and tons of strategies, setups, we know our charts, but what we often overlook is the psychological and the emotional aspect of trading. So when we put the money in the account, take a perfect entry that we have spotted through one of our strategies. So when we're in the trade, we actually take a great entry, but we never know when to exit because we are so lost and we have no idea what others are thinking. And that is what is my main the subject that I want to discuss today. So we have created this trading psychology playlist for you on YouTube. So make sure you watch all the videos if you are interested in this part of trading. So always remember this that technical analysis is essentially following the 80-20 Pareto rule. And that means that trading is 80% psychological and 20% logical. So before moving into the field of trading and putting your money into it, you need to know what other people are thinking and you need to get align your psychology, align your emotions to be one step ahead of everyone when you're trading. So enough of my lectures. Let's get started, and I hope you understand and get most out of this video. Watch till the end because we'll be discussing about the concept of round numbers to start with, and we'll discuss a lot of examples, different type of examples in different scenarios, so you can use it in the real market depending upon the market structure. Right. So on the screen, I have the charts of State Bank of India, the daily chart, and this is after the coronavirus crash that happened in the Indian markets. Markets crashed from Feb end March and made a new low. And State Bank of India started to consolidate or started to form a congestion around the 200 number. Round number basically means a rational number, a common number basically. If you look in this example, State Bank of India, whenever it comes to this 200 number, it falls down. Again, it came to this number, fell down. It again came to this number and fell down. So it has tested this 200 number around 7 to 8 times in the last 5-6 months. And that is essentially the power of round number. If there is a round number that is existing in your chart, it's going to be a very difficult obstacle to break. Let me tell you why this happens. So think about this logically that think about this from this perspective. Our human mind is structured in a way to process things that are simple. We don't like to process complex things, and that is the reason when we are trading we want the price to be shown and the volume to be shown and nothing else, and we don't want tons of indicators on the screen because that will make things more complex, that will make our trading setup more difficult, and our mind will not be able to process such things. Same is the concept when I come to round numbers. So if you look at this chart, I have also plotted a line in the color of blue. Let me make that line a little bit darker for all of you. I think probably you can see it. Yeah. So this is the current market price 193. So little bit above that, if you are a technical analyst, you would know very well that 200 was not actually the resistance for SBI, but it was something around a 196 level, something around here. Again, if you see on the 22nd of June, this 196 level was tested. Again, the 196 level is tested. So essentially, the resistance of SBI is not the 200 level, but it is a 196.7 level. But what happens is this is not going to be very powerful resistance for us. And if this resistance is broken also, you are not going to get a move. You will be stuck in a false breakout kind of setup. Even if there is a high volume and if this 196 level is broken, still we will not get a push or juice in the market. Why does this happen? Let's get into that. So understand this. Markets don't know charts. Your friends and family don't know charts. It is you who are the technical analysts, maybe that 0.5 to 1% people in the world who know charts. So you are the people who know that 196 is the exact level. But your friends and family will not make much sense of this. So, imagine this, you going to your friends and telling that buy SBI above 196, and they're going to say, what the hell? What do you mean by 196? Because they can't process complex things. If you tell your friends or family or any of your colleagues that buy SBI above a 200 round number, that is going to make much more sense. It will become much more attractive to them because that is the way we have been brought up. That is the way how we like to process our things. We like simplicity in our setups. And that is exactly what I'm trying to say in this video. So if there is a round number on the charts, you want to follow that rather than the technical level that you have been forming. So if there is a build up or a congestion around this 200 round number, we would like to wait for this 200 round number to be broken, and when it is broken, things will explode. Because it's a round number, everyone will be buying above 200. And I'm telling you for a fact, if SBI goes above 200 in the next coming days, do buy it, do not miss it, because it's a good round number, congestion has been formed, build up has been formed, and things will explode after that. Let's do a couple more examples so this concept becomes crystal clear. This is an example of Siemens personal trade here as well. Markets fell after that coronavirus crash, and where did it stop? It stopped at 1,000 round number. So these round numbers are magic for you. And you can see even later, but whenever the price comes and pulls back, there's a deep pullback coming again, and there are multiple dojis being formed at 1,000 round number. The exact support I would say would come at this level, the 1028. But any price movement below this level is not going to give you juice because 1,000 is a round number. People are not, the market participants will not let the price go below 1,000 number. And if Siemens goes below this 1,000 number, then the move will explode because 1,000 is the last line of defense. It's the last support for Siemens. It's a round number, and if you go below that, things will explode. So my piece of advice is rather than operating at some numbers which are random, try to form your setups around round numbers because these are the numbers that can really give you that extra juice that you are looking for. And maybe this is the reason why you are going into losses, because essentially a lot of times we get into a false break setup because we are not following this round number approach. So since we've done the support resistance concept, I want to show you a couple of examples of breakouts. I'll show you 2 examples of breakouts at round numbers which are very powerful. First, let's ignore that yellow line. Let's ignore this yellow level for a bit. So if you look at the charts of Dabur, it's the 30-minute setup of Dabur. You can see very well that the resistance of Dabur comes around a 494 level. Now this is not a round number. Even though it is acting as a great resistance, there are multiple levels of testing. Even though there are 2 times resistance is being tested, even after that, whenever price broke out of this, it gave a false break, went all the way down. Why did this happen? This is something I have just cleared out because prices will stop at a round number, 500. Simple as that. So even though this was the level as a technical analyst, we know price will give a false break even if it crosses that. And same was the case here. So what I'm trying to say is 494 was the exact level of Dabur. But the move, the juice that we are looking for comes once it crosses a 500 round number. This is another personal trade that we have taken. If you have enrolled in our mentorship program, you must have taken this trade. And once Dabur goes above this 500 round number level, it explodes and there is a deep pullback, retest this level as support, and again it's going back up. So don't trade at a 494 level breakout. It can give you a false breakout even though there is a big volume attached to it. So if there is a round number nearby, try to make sure that round number is crossed, because if it's not crossed, it will become either a resistance or it will become a support. Let me show you one last example before we wind up this concept. Nifty at 10,000 levels. If you have been trading for the last 2-3 months, you are probably aware of this concept that I'm trying to tell you. So again, let's try to ignore this yellow line. What was the level that was coming off Nifty? The exact level that we could see Nifty at, the resistance or support of Nifty was a 9959 level. Let's take a approximation, because Nifty was taking a resistance here. When it broke out, it took a support here. But you can see very well that even though things, when they broke out, it again fell back. So this was a false break setup. Again, you can see a lot of testing is happening at the 9960 level. So does that mean that I buy a Nifty when it crosses 9960? That it could actually. I wouldn't say it doesn't, but it probably would not be a very safe setup. Why? Because above 9960 you have a 10,000 round number, and you know very well that a round number will be a very important support or resistance, and that's where my yellow bar comes into play. And you can see very well, even when this 9960 level was broken, the 10,000 level has given a very strong resistance. So the move will come when you are crossing that 10,000 level. So as a trader, I would say try to incorporate this psychological aspect into your trading journey. So rather than trading at a 9964 breakout, I would say try to buy Nifty above a 10,000 convincing breakout, because when a round number is broken, the move will be very powerful. Because if I tell someone buy Nifty above 9964, it's not going to make much sense to him. But when I say 10,000, things will alleviate, because mind processes simplicity. So I hope you understood what I'm trying to accomplish in this video. This is how powerful a round number is: 100 number, 500, 1000, 10,000. So whatever your stock is, try to incorporate these numbers in your trading journey. Let me know if you're already using these concepts, and if there are any variations that you have incorporated, do let me know in the comment section below. So that's it for now. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, so that we can keep creating content like this to help you out in your journey. And I'll see you next time.